Welcome back to my channel. Um, I will say this. Well, first of all, how was your week? Um, I don't know if you can tell that I am not feeling well at all. The rhinolith is still here, and my face is hurting. Like my nose is hurting. The upper palate of my mouth is hurting. My head is hurting. It's like a really bad sinus cold. And for this reason, I didn't want to do the new setup that I've been doing. But this just started last night. I mean, not the whole rhinolith situation, but this pain that I'm feeling from the whole rhinolith situation started last night, which is so annoying. So this is going to be a short video of what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks since I didn't upload last week. I worked 2 Fridays in a row. So the first Friday, or the last Friday of May, I was actually able to plan for and get a recorded video in there. However, the following Friday, which was the first Friday of June, um, I wasn't able, I was exhausted from working, literally worked from 5:45 in the morning till, well, it was only like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, but then on Wednesday night, they had a concert at Allegiant Stadium, which I worked. So I worked a double shift on Wednesday. And then I worked for a different event company. Really, I'm sure I volunteered because I haven't spoken to her since. Um, But yeah, I didn't really expect much from her, and I knew it would probably be a volunteer situation. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, just frustrating, which I don't really want to talk about at the moment. So I did show you in the last video when I didn't do any layouts, which I'm actually kind of kicking myself. I was kicking myself for. I'm caught up now, but I didn't do anything. My June calendar wasn't done. Nothing was done. I only showed you the stickers that I created to use for this month, and I've been using them. So everything that I've made, um, all of the stickers, um, I I also hung out with my friend last Friday. So I was tired. I didn't do anything. So, I made these girls, and I I called it the luxury resort vibe, and I'm so sorry that I'm so low energy. I just want to get back in my bed. Actually, I'm in the bed. I want to get back under the cover and pull it over my head. I had to force myself to actually get up to do this. I don't feel like making coffee. I don't feel like doing anything, but I don't want to leave people who actually watch my videos. That one person, you are loved, who actually watches my video. I don't want to leave you hanging. So this is what I've done. Just I've been giving it some thought, and I'll get to it. This is my June overview. So I put in a master task list. Here's my word of the, oh, let me put on my, here's my word of the month that I am trying to do. I have my master task list of things that I need to do. I went to this alumni mixer last night. My friend's birthday is next Thursday, and my birthday is next Friday. I don't know what's going to occur with me recording a video as of yet because I don't know what I'm doing on my birthday. If there's nothing else planned, then I will go ahead and at least start the day with recording a video. It's not that difficult. Um, and so I put a little summary quote here. As always, my attitude, um, I put that I will not be defeated by laziness or negative self talk. Um, my life is interesting. It's kind of like a retired person's life. I don't have any real responsibilities or real obligations. I don't have to be accountable to anyone except for myself. So when I do something, it'll get done when it get done. But I'm tired of writing home organization in here. It's a slow moving process. I have roadblocks anyway. Um, but I can recognize that even with the obstacles that I have, that I still have an abundant life. I don't really have to complain about anything. My life is so easygoing. Like, I don't have to be accountable to anyone. That's an amazing feeling. And then I was obviously getting on myself because I have this yesterday you said today quote in here. Uh, and or maybe you don't know, but I just am trying to be a little bit more motivated to get. I'm not motivated. I just am sick. So that's an issue, a real issue. But I did want to try to start a 30-day challenge with workout out. I didn't expect to do all 30 days. That No, I didn't really necessarily expect that um, because I have to take breaks, or I just try. I will put in my stats once the 30 days over from my Apple Watch. But the days in green, I didn't really wear an Apple Watch, I don't believe. So there's nothing to track it, and I didn't exercise. So we just call those rest days. The first day started on the last Friday of May, because I knew I would be working the convention center and I would get those steps in. So I wanted to include that as well. But I had the next day off and I needed to rest to be able to make it through the rest of the week. And then, like I said, I worked um, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the convention center. And then on Friday, I worked in the arts district in 1,000-degree weather outside. Okay, I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I also hung out with my friends, so I was able to get in a lot of steps. But this is my tracker. This was yesterday, so I actually left the house. I have been doing my yoga occasionally. Like, I was in so much pain yesterday. My legs were just hurting. I was like, why? But okay. So that's what I'm doing for this month. Um, so I put the first and the second on the on a separate spread. This was me at the event. I try to put some routines or like some suggestive categories for tasks that I can complete during certain times. And like this is what I feel like I like to do, or what I'm capable of doing during these time frames. Like I wake up when the sun comes up at like 6. If I do something for like 3 hours, or even this time in between, that hour in between, or really it's 2 hours in between. If I get a late start, I have that buffer there. If I feel like I need to take a nap in the middle, I have that buffer there. Like after doing yoga, a lot of times I will just go back to sleep because my body is like, this is a lot. And I only did, since I've only done it twice, the first time, okay, I have a 75-minute video that I use. Um, but I haven't done it in quite some time. I'm like really out of practice. And so I don't have the stamina to do the entire video or the strength. So the first day I did it, I was able to get through like 10 minutes. And then the second day I did it, I was able to get through about 22, 23 minutes. So, um, like I try to do routines, but that's not really realistic for someone who doesn't have responsibilities, or, I don't really have to be accountable to anything or anyone except for myself, or like when I choose to be accountable at work, or, excuse me, take on jobs and work. So for this particular layout, I really did choose to keep it simple because I just literally worked for the entire week. Now, I know a lot of people is like, yeah, that's what we do. We work during the week. Um, no, I don't. Only occasionally. But this was my team that I worked on. um, some people that I have known from other events, some new people that I met. These are my mentees. They're kind of like my mentees, and I swear he picked the worst picture. The picture, I just look so, I don't know if it's his camera or what. I just look horrible in that picture, but it's not that big a deal. I'm not the only one in it, so I guess. And then, like I said, I hung out with my friend. Like our interactions are interesting. I personally get confused because I'm like, what is, I mean, like, how would you classify our relationship? I feel like every time, well, maybe not yesterday because I saw him, because y'all don't want to hear about my dating drama. I don't date really, and I don't go out and hang out. My primary focus is getting my thesis writing done so that I can start writing grants, so that I can put on my event. And that's my primary focus. That's not something that I typically actually write in my planner because it's a primary focus. And right now, since it's summer, I am actually on a break. But that is the goal. And like working for First Friday, that out she's an event planner, and she does large scale events here in Vegas. And when my mentor was on the call with us on the Zoom call, she made it like, oh, you can channel me, and we need interns and blah blah blah. But this was last Friday. A week has gone by and I haven't heard from her since. So I don't know what her deal is. I'm not gonna focus on it. I know, even though my network seems invisible at times, I know who my network is. I'm not tripping. So, she might F around and mess things up for herself. I doubt it, but you never know. Anyway, just because, like the event planners, like Insomniac, they do EDC out here. They are just so tightly guarded. Like, oh, someone's gonna steal the ideas of my event. Like, listen, if y'all been putting on this event for several years now, Don't you think you need to become more innovative? No one wants to steal your old ass ideas. We want newer ones. So here I am, okay? Listen, I don't need to steal any of the ideas that you have for your event. Mine are already completely different because they're tech type. I mean, like, they cover a mass amount of types of things and activities that you can do. Um, and a lot of mine are focused on new technology. So listen, I don't need to steal y'all ideas. I'm younger. No, I don't know. I don't know that for sure, but my ideas they are a little more fresh. So like I said, this is just a repeat of everything that I've already said. For this past week, I've been trying to stick to my routine. I even put a habit tracker in there. And like these are some really cute layouts, but I ain't even tracking the habit tracker. It's really not that serious. I think for me, um, it it just writing things down. This is not a functional planner. I never intended to be functional. All of my pages, every single layout is a different layout. There are no two layouts except for like the calendar, which is really not the same. There are no two layouts in my planner. So, it's like for me to say, I guess it's more for the aesthetics of the planner than it is anything else. Not to like, I don't know, maybe remember, you know, in the future, I guess, some of the things that I actually did accomplish, but there's not, okay, goal setting, other than trying to get my apartment the way that I want to, I don't really have any like smaller goals other than the big goal. I mean, there's one overlying goal. There aren't any smaller goals. I have tunnel vision when it comes to this. I'm not trying to focus on many other things. It's really not that serious. I was doing my slot channel. I've slacked off on that just because I feel like I have a head cold on most days and I don't want to do anything. It's like, oh my gosh, kill me now. Sorry. Sorry. I shouldn't say things like that, but that's how I feel. I have a fever. Like I'm not sick, but I am. You can hear it in my voice. So pretty much this has been my week, just trying to make sure that I like decorating the planner. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's probably more journaling than it is planning, which is fine. Um, but I want to keep some level of consistency with it because since I don't have accountability to anyone or anything, not necessarily, then it is very easy to just be like, well, I don't have to do anything, so let me just lay here and watch TV all day. And that occurs sometimes, but like even today, the television might be on, but it's not right this second, or you would be able to hear it. But it's like it can be on, but I am not paying attention to anything on it. I just really don't feel well. So that's all I wanted to do today is just get through these spreads that I created while I was away, essentially, or while I was busy doing, I was working, listen, I was working my butt off. Um, yeah, I actually got a lot of recognition for the work that I performed, and I was performing literally, getting those steps in. Uh, helping to keep people energized throughout their day when they come in for meals, because the sometimes the days would be 12-hour days for them. And they would come in for breakfast because I was on the meals team, one of the meals teams. They would come in for breakfast looking all sluggish, like, I know you need your coffee first, right? I was like, I already have mine, because they would keep saying, how do you have this much energy? You're still going, basically. I was just jumping up and down, to say the least. And they're like, how are you still going? I need some of the kind of coffee you have. Like, I had convention center, hotel coffee, the same thing that you guys had. Mine may have had a little more sugar in it, but if it helps, if I can share my energy, then I'm happy to share my energy when I have it. Plus, because I'm someone who absorbs a lot of energy, it was useful for me to give that energy back. When I did the Google Next event, I absorbed energy that I didn't intend on absorbing. Like, we had that, it was like a Muslim holiday, I think. And I just started crying for no reason, and I could not understand why until I thought about everything. Actually, I saw somebody in a hijab, and I was like, oh, I'm picking up on their energy. I can feel it. So, it impacts me if I don't like transmute it right away, or, like, I need to keep it going. It has to be secular. No, don't stop, don't close. But anyway, actually, we are getting ready to close out this video because, like I said, my head hurts and I can't function. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope that you have a great week. And I will see you next time. If you made it all the way through, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. We can use a thumbs up right now. Some cheering on. Uh, if you've been with me for the since April, it's been 2 months now.